Happy Saturday, or happy whatever day it is that you're watching this. It's me, Carrie, from A Carrieful Life. We're in the Subaru. We're not in John's truck, and he's about to get in the car right now. He just actually ran into our local REI to pick up a forest pass. So it's a Northwest Forest Pass. We are headed up to Trillium Lake, which is in the Mount Hood National Forest, and we are going to be hiking today. So you need one of these babies to park in that area. We have the Oregon State Park Pass, and then we also have the one for Washington. But me and John have also kind of said, like in the past, we wish that we could buy a pass that like covers everything. Oregon has, I feel like, a pass for everything. So anyway, it just kind of makes it difficult, and like, okay, what pass is needed here? So anyway, that's where we're headed today. We're not camping this weekend. We had some prior commitments, and so we thought we'd at least get a good hike in and take you along with us. It's a beautiful area that we're headed up to, so enjoy. So we've made it to the Trillium Lake trailhead. Problem is, the gate's still closed. So we had to park up here, and we're gonna hike down and just kind of see where
we can hike to the trailhead. So we made it to Trillium Lake, but the trailhead's 2 miles down. So yeah, we'll see if we can make it there.
And it's about 44 degrees. It's a little chilly. So we'll see what we get done. Those that go down must come up, and it definitely is a hike down, so we'll be climbing at the end. All right, so change of plan. We are still, well, we were on the road back there to Trillium Lake, but we saw a sign to Summit Meadow. So I think we're gonna go check out what Summit Meadow is. And it's chilly. Snow is still on the ground, if you can see behind me, in patches, but it's still beautiful, but cold.
Chilly anyway.
We just stumbled on a dispersed camping area. Always look for these signs, and as always, you have to pack in and pack out, but kind of cool. Little fire pit that needs to be rebuilt. Yeah, that's cool. We didn't know this was back here.
Had no clue. Clouds are pretty low, but you can see the snow line.
So, and that is the base of Mount Hood, right?
Yeah. Or, I don't know, we're what, 3,500 feet?
3,500 feet
up,
elevation.
so that's 3,500 feet up Mount Hood. And then where the snow line is, I don't know how high that is, but yeah,
So this area is open year-round according to the website, but because it does get snow, they close the gate, so you have to be able to hike down in here, which we did see some people hiking out with their packs. It looks like they spent the night, so look what we found. It's a Summit Meadow Pioneer Cemetery, Clackamas County, and it looks like there is 3 sites. Looks like, from what I can see on this first stone, that it was 1882 when this person passed. I can't read a name, but that's a pretty cool find.
Yeah, this is super neat. I had no idea.
And a beautiful meadow right behind us. That's a heritage trail over there. We'll go over and see that in just a minute. So here's the heritage trail. It's pretty, as you can see. It's really muddy, so I don't want to walk out there because this is like all marshy. But yeah, I don't know anything about this trail, but it looks like a beautiful meadow nonetheless. John found the story of Summit Meadows. Enjoy the view and listen.
Those you see in front of you have been used for centuries by local tribes for summer encampments. Immigrants on the Oregon Trail would also stop here to rest before making the treacherous descent off the mountain at Laurel Hill. I, however, fell in love with the area in 1866 and decided to stay. Filing squatters' claim, I then built the Summit House to host vacationers and immigrants alike. You're probably wondering who I am. Well, the name's Perry Vickers, and I'm right behind you.
Oh, do you think that's a cemetery?
Right. My gravestone and grave are in the small cemetery directly behind Summit Meadow. And if you look closely, you'll see my name, D. Vickers, on the headstone. Since I was living along the Barlow Road, I became one of the toll keepers and was the first to summit Mount Hood.
So that's a story of Heritage Trail. So the cemetery we found is where he is buried. So now we know a name, Vickers. And he was the first to climb Mount Hood. That's pretty cool, which I wish I could show you guys. It's just engulfed in mountains. So yeah, little fun history lesson. You learn something new every day, right?
And we will, this is what this can look like on a really nice day, this meadow.
We love Mount Hood. This really is a great area. We're gonna keep walking. Looks like it definitely needs some work, but what a dream to own a piece of property in this area and just be able to come out here and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love being in the forest. I don't get spooked like nothing, right? It's usually calming. I love listening to the birds. I was telling John, I don't know what it is. I am spooked. And I keep telling him, like, I feel like something's watching us. And I'm like, is there a bear in this area? And he's like, yeah, but you know, Oregon really only has black bear. And black bear generally will leave you alone. But it is spring. And I know mamas are out and about with their cubs. I don't know. I told John, I'm like, I feel a little spooked. So he kind of went ahead. He probably left me for a good snack for a bear, because I don't know if you know yet, I'm a good snack. But so I think we're gonna flip around. It's very pretty out here. And like, I'm used to the Oregon forest. It's typically very dense. I know this, unless you get like on the eastern Oregon side. But I don't know. I just feel spooky. It just feels spooky. And normally I don't ever get that vibe in the forest. And there's no one here from what I can tell. I mean, the road's totally closed off. We've had to hike in here. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of spooky. I'll flip you around. So it's pretty dense. It's not dark. I mean, it's just kind of cloudy, but I don't know. I feel like it has a spooky vibe. There's John. We'll go catch up and see what he saw. What'd you find?
Oh, I think it's maybe time to turn around. So you hit the snow up here, and it gets snowy if you go to the left, and if you go to the right or straight, it's private property. So it's kind of...
So we were hoping, yeah, we were hoping that we were going to be able to get down to the lake, but I don't want to trudge through snow.
Yeah, we're not really dressed for it.
Yeah. So I think we're going to flip around. We got off of the Summit Trail and we are back on the road. As you can hear, I'm very out of breath. Almost probably too out of breath.
Heading up a very steep incline, so that'll be fun. It's a steep incline, only for like 0.4 miles, but
yeah,
it'll be fun.
So on the camera, it definitely doesn't look steep, but it's steep. And you know what? It's a good workout. So instead of you listening to me breathe, I'm going to turn the camera off. See you at the car. We are back in the car and we made it up that hill. As you can see how red I am. A little over, it was about 2 3/4. Wait, we do 2.5 or 2 3/4?
Almost 2.5.
Yeah, we did almost 2.5 miles. Great, nice little workout for the day. And yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed that little hike. Now we're heading into Hood River. We're gonna actually go grab some lunch. I think at Double Mountain Brewery, which they just make really good pizza. And of course,
I think dinner at this point.
We earned a beer. Yeah, I guess it is close to 5. Okay, see you in Hood River. So Hood River is a town that basically sits at the base of Mount Hood, and there's several little towns with it. So there's like Parkdale. So there's Hood River, Parkdale. What's the other one? Oh, is it Odell?
I don't remember.
But since we have moved to Oregon, Hood River has been definitely my favorite spot. You can do everything up here, from wine taste to pick apples. I think, like, can you pick up Hood strawberries here? Can you pick? I don't know.
Probably. There's also Hood River's right on the Columbia, so it's,
yeah.
You know, there's that.
Yeah, there's a snow part.
So yeah, we're just really a lot of neat stuff, I mean, to do out here. And
yeah, that way they can.
No.
It is definitely my favorite spot in all of Oregon. Of everywhere we've gone, I've always just been drawn to Hood River. And I always tell John, this is where I wanna like retire and live. And we only live an hour and a half from Hood River, would you say? But we camp up here all the time. There are some great county parks that I'm not gonna say the name of. You can do the research, but there are some great county parks that we love to camp out up here. And it is just a great launching off point because it can be pretty expensive to spend the night up here. And so, you know, when you're camping, You can go enjoy all the amenities of Hood River. And it's a really cool place in the summer to come because it is right on the Columbia River. And it's like supposedly supposed to be the best kite surfing in the world, right?
I don't know. It's supposed to be great kite surfing. People are out here all the time. Before we moved up here, there was a guy that I knew that was huge into kite surfing, and Hood River was on his bucket list because it's supposed to be so great for it.
Yeah, so this is just an incredible area. If you do visit Oregon, put Hood River on your list to see. It's beautiful, especially on a clear day, to be able to see Mount Hood that clearly, which Mount Hood is a volcano. And I always tell John, if we ever get to retire up here and Mount Hood decides to blow, we'll have front row seats. And I say that on the anniversary of Mount St. Helen blowing, which that is a place we'll be taking you guys, because I have not been there since moving to Oregon, and it is a place I want to go. I've watched a lot of documentaries on Mount St. Helens and the eruption, and the people that lost their lives, and how just forever changed that mountain region is. So, all right, well, I'm still flushed from the hike, as everybody can see, but I just wanted to share that little piece of Hood River. And it sits right on the Columbia River, and it's just a beautiful piece of Oregon. So I will be sure to show you some of it when we get into town. Oh wow, they're doing a lot of construction. There's the Columbia. So this area is downtown Hood River, which they have a lot of construction going on. So that, oh my gosh, they're putting in traffic lights.
Nice.
They didn't have traffic lights. They've always had stop signs. And I guess it kind of makes sense because this does get very busy. And so, yeah, they're putting in traffic lights. We're at Hood River, or no, we are in Hood River at Double Mountain Brewery. I'm drinking a hazy. We got some cheese garlic bread, and John is looking for property because we do really love this area, but it's definitely a pipe dream, but maybe one day.
Maybe.
You never know. How's the bread?
Very good. Although I'm very hungry, so.
Yeah, we didn't have lunch.
Would be good.
Well, no, I kind of had a late breakfast, so yeah, we are definitely ready to eat. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
I've already eaten a piece, but I got the pepperoni and jalapeno. John got the mushroom, onion, and sausage. And Double Mountain, I don't feel like you can go wrong.
Yeah, it's very good.
Very good. Not always a fan of their beer, but today my hazy's pretty good. So yeah, that is dinner. Well-earned dinner. Ice cream is being had from the ice cream shop in town that only accepts cash. Or if you don't have cash, they will send you home with an IOU. You mail them a check. So cute, right? This is not a bad ice cream view. What do you think?
It's pretty amazing.
Columbia River, Washington's right on the other side of it. It's beautiful. This has been like the best day ever. Hiking, dinner in Hood River, ice cream in Hood River with the view of the Columbia. There's a boat going by right now. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
I wish it was a little warmer, but
Yeah, it's evening though, and it's early May or mid-May, I guess. So it's
Yeah.
but it's pretty nice.
this is a great area. Hey, everyone, I know this video was super short, and I appreciate you sticking with us anyway. We have a really exciting trip coming up that we're going to be going on that I will take you guys along with us. So make sure you stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. It's somewhere we've never been, and somewhere John has wanted to go for quite a while. So stick around for the next video for sure. I am sending you peace and love. It always helps the channel if you will subscribe and like. And of course, I love your comments. Leave me a comment. Always love getting the comments.
And also, at some point when Carrie's not looking, I'll probably slip in the names of those county parks around here. I don't want to hide where we go. I want people to be able to go and enjoy it just as much as we do.
I know. I love it, and I love this area and just want to protect it. But all right, guys, sending you guys so much love. We will see you in the next video. You're not going to want to miss it.
All right, so Carrie and I are heading back from Hood River. It's 7:20. We kind of got a late start to our day because this morning I took one of my daughters to an event in Portland. It was the Oregon Tradeswoman Association Career Fair. And so one of the things that I'm very, passionate about is kind of the trades in our country. I feel like so often, we tell kids in high school that, the two options are you go to college or you're a loser, and you don't have much of an outlook on life if you don't go to college. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess depending on who you are, but unfortunately, not everybody is going to go to college, and not everybody has, the financial ability to do that, the patience to do that, their family situation to do that, or the ability to do that because they learn differently. So many people are different, and so how do we make sure that we're, helping and making sure these people know that there's a lot of other things out there for them? And so, I'm a big fan of the trades. Everybody that has a house wants their roof repaired, right? Well, you need somebody from the trades for that. Everybody wants their electrical working well, and you need somebody from the trades for that. Everybody wants their plumbing to be working, but you need somebody from the trades for that. And so I think that everybody can agree that trades jobs can be good jobs. And at the same time, I think that so often we don't, really promote them as we should in the U.S. And so anyway, I'm going to get down off my soapbox. I'm not saying that anything's better than anything else. But, it was a really fun day for me. It was a fun day for me to share with my daughter some of the different trade work that's out there. I started my career as a machinist, a lot of years ago, and I was a machinist for, many years. I did go back to school. I did get a degree. If people talk to me, I still oftentimes consider myself a machinist, even though I haven't machined a part in years. And so, I'm just big proponent of the trades. I think it's a great step for people, and I think it's something we have to promote more often. So it was a good day.